Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Shani Cole, and welcome back to Co-Hustle. Hey Co-Hustlers. Alright y'all, so today we're going to do our final reading on Chris Brown now that he is out on bail. I just have a couple of questions. Nobody really asked questions, so I just came up with a couple of little questions, so this video is not going to be long at all. We just going to get straight to the point. So make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. Spirit, give me energy around Chris Brown. Chris Brown, singer. How is Chris Brown now that he is out of jail? He don't want to get into no more damn trouble, okay? Chris Brown is tired of always being him against the law. He's really tired of that. He's tired of having to defend himself, and he feels like the truth will come out about this situation sooner than later. I also feel like with Chris Brown, he just always feels like he has to fight against the system. He has to fight against people when it comes to his freedom, and he don't like that. Like, he feels like this, why do I always have to be doing this? It's adding a lot of stress to his life, so I do feel like to a degree he is carrying a lot on him as he's trying to prepare for this tour, but he's very excited about being able to go on tour and, you know, being in his creative space where he's able to really, you know, do his own thing and show people why he is who he is. So this is more of a prove himself type of tour this time around because of what has happened, the situation surrounding him having to be locked up. But he is really just over having to constantly deal with fighting battles that he don't need to be fighting. And it's also the timing of it all is what his issue is as well. Like, this couldn't be a worse time. What did he learn? What lesson did Chris Brown learn from all of this? He kind of learned that in order for him to start on a clear path, there are just some things that he really just needs to make sure he's handling. Also, make sure that he's ahead of the game with his creativity. Business comes first. He really wants to make sure that he's handling business before he continues to do any more business endeavors. He want to make sure that everything, his I's and T's are dotted and crossed before he is, you know, moving on to the next big thing. Will this case come back around? I don't feel like this is a one and done type of situation. I feel like it's possible it can come back up again, especially as it pertains to some female. Again, I keep feeling like there is a female that is involved in this. Maybe that was something that was a reason as to why the exchange happened at the bar. But there's a female involved in this. So I feel like as long as he steers clear of whoever this female is and just focuses on what he's doing, he will be fine. But I do feel like it could possibly come up again. Possibly after his tour or toward the end of his tour. So I wouldn't be surprised if this comes back up again about Chris Brown. Will he have to pay money to Abe, the guy who is suing him? I could see him having to pay out money to this man as well for this lawsuit. And I think they're separate from the $5 or $6 million that he just had to pay in order to be out on bail. I think this is totally separate money. It could be anywhere from $1 to $10 million. $1 to $9 million, I'm saying. In the article that I was reading, there was mention of Abraham is suing Chris Brown over false claims of him stealing something. So I just want to see, Spirit, did Abraham Dow steal something from Chris Brown that night? There is a female, but I also feel like it's something tied to money. Maybe he stole some money from him, or maybe even like some type of music rights. The female is kind of separate from this, but a female definitely is in the mix. But I feel like this has something to do with music. Maybe he stole the rights to something or something of that nature, because I'm seeing music. And also we got this 5 of Pentacles over here in reverse, which means there may have even been some money or something that he stole It could even be a watch. There is something of financial value, of high financial value, that he stole from Chris Brown. It's something business related, y'all. He does have the card of deception when that question comes up, and getting into defense mode. So he had to have done something for that man to do all that to him. So there's not a doubt in my mind that there is something that was done here, something that was stolen, something happened. He was violated in some type of way. So yeah, and if Chris Brown can prove that, then he won't have to pay out any money, possibly. But then again, due to medical bills and all that type of stuff, he may have to end up paying for some type of liability with the hospital records or something like that. But if he can prove that this man actually stole something from him, then that'll be a totally different case. So that is it for Chris Brown, you guys. Just a really quick reading. Just wanted to ask a couple of questions. I hope that they gave you guys some clarity as to what's next for Chris Brown. And yeah, I will talk to y'all in the next video.